Yeah, because if I call Korean Kim, yeah, many people look at me.
Yeah, in Korean, 70% of Kim, his name is Kim.
Okay, thank you, Kim. Yeah. Next, Leonardi Sugianto.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, Leonardi.
My name is Leonardo Sugianto. You can call me Leon. I was graduated from Senator Dharma University in Yogyakarta. The background is mechanical engineering. Currently, I'm working as marketing in Komatsu.
Okay. Marketing Komatsu. Yeah. So where is your office? Komatsu, Jababeka area?
Sorry?
Yeah. Your office. Where is the location of your office?
Oh, Komatsu is on North Jakarta.
North Jakarta.
Yeah, correct.
So, why did you choose President University, Leonardi?
Sorry, I can't hear it clear.
Yeah, there are many Master of Management program in Indonesia, yeah, including in Yogyakarta. Yeah, why then you choose President University?
I choose President University because the first is they offer like good 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 opportunity to expand for the new relationship outside overseas first, and then the second is the President University also has a program that only graduated with only 1.5, 1.5 years. So it's very interesting to have first to be graduated as a master degree. And then the third is because uh, although the President University placed on Jabodetabek,
Oh, okay. Maybe there is a connection problem with Leonardi. Okay, let's continue. Lee Chue. Lee Chue.
Lee Chue is absent, sir. Not in participant, sir.
Okay, yeah. Lee Chue, a lady, yeah? Not
No,
a gentleman.
man, sir.
Oh, gentleman. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next, Lee Yao Fei.
Hello, Mister. I'm Liao Fei. I'm from Sichuan province of China. I'm graduated from Taiyuan University of Technology in Shanxi province, China. Now I'm working in the Jigalang. Company name is PT Luzhou Developing Indonesia Auto Companies is a supplier of Wuling. I come Indonesia first time is 216. Yeah, this is my thing.
You mean 2016?
Yeah, the first time is 2016 to 2018, and 2018 to 2021 I'm back China. 2021 I come Indonesia again.
Okay, so overall, yeah, 4 years. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
So how fluent your bahasa Indonesia, Lee Yao Fei?
It's the company company organized.
Okay. Okay. I believe, yeah. You know the meaning of selamat malam, ya.
Yeah.
Terima kasih, selamat malam, ya. Basic expression, ya.
A little.
So Sichuan is in Guangxi province? Don't think so.
Yes. It's
Yes.
not in Guangxi province.
Guangxi, yeah. Guangxi province.
In
What is the
south
capital of
China.
Guangxi? Nanning.
Yes, you know it's
Yes, Nanning.
the capital of Guangxi.
Yeah. Last week, yeah, I was absent because I was there, yeah. Nanning
Great.
province.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was an expo, yeah, expo and forum, yeah, human resource forum.
Yes.
Yeah, I participated in expo as well as the forum, yeah.
Yeah, because Guangxi, especially Nanning, connect to the how to say the East Asia, East South Asia. This 10 country is how to say have so many business and so many meeting to
Yeah.
connect it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the main business in Guangxi province? Agriculture business or consumer electronic?
Actually,
Maybe you know.
how to say in Guangxi, actually the business I think not too much, but for the for I live in the city is Liuzhou. I know is the business maybe for two is important. One is for the cars production, and another is about the steel production.
Yeah.
Steel for building.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm happy to visit the first province is Fujian, yeah, Fuzhou, yeah, Fujian, yeah.
Fuzhou, yes.
And then I flew to Guangxi, to Nanning, yeah, and then back to Indonesia from Sichuan. Sorry,
Sichuan.
no, not Sichuan, yeah. Sichuan is famous for Sichuan food, yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
Sichuan hot pot.
yeah, yeah. What is the name of a city that got special economic zone?
Then of
2 hours from Guangzhou.
2 hours from
Shenzhen, sorry, Shenzhen.
Shenzhen, yes.
Shenzhen,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Shenzhen also.
Because of traveling to your country, yeah, I was absent last week. Yeah.
But you have good China is very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Li Yaofei. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Next. Next, Bung Masim.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good evening, Sir Sherry. Good evening, everyone. My name is Masim Sugianto, but you can call me Fapai, my nickname. I'm graduated from SMA Negeri 2 Bekasi and graduated in bachelor degree from STMIC Bani Saleh Bekasi, majoring in informatics. And I have just finished my postgraduate program at Presiden University, majoring in MSIT or Master in Information Technology. I have started my own company, a small company, back in 2011 and in 2019. I live in Bekasi. Bekasi. My home is nearby with SMA Negeri 1 Bekasi. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, you got your undergraduate degree from
STMIC Bani Saleh Bekasi, sir. STMIC, sir. STMIC.
STMIC, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We call it STEMIC. Yeah. And then this is your second graduate degree.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
will be your second graduate degree. Yeah. You got already MSIT from President University,
Yes, sir.
and then it is not enough for you. Yeah. You need another master degree. Yeah. Okay, good. Bung Fafai. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next Bung Naka.
Okay, so thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon for Mr. Cherry. And before, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm now in the train. It's not good sound and not good connecting. Maybe the after here is a very bad connecting. And my name is Naka Supriyadi, and my nickname is Naka. You can call me Naka. I'm from Cikarang or Sukatani, and I'm living in Bekasi, and my working in SMK. I'm working in teacher SMK Global Mulia Cikarang, Japanese teacher, and from Pelita Bangsa, University of Pelita Bangsa.
Okay. So
Thank
you
you.
got your undergraduate degree from Pelita Bangsa.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Majoring in?
In SMK Global in SMA.
Sorry, your major, your undergraduate degree major.
Pelita Bangsa.
Yeah, the
Economic.
name. Yeah, okay.
Economic.
The name of the university is Universitas Pelita Bangsa. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And then Master of Technology in President University.
oh, okay. Yeah, from Pelita Bangsa. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your undergraduate degree, right, Naka?
Yes, it is economic.
Okay.
Facultas Management Economic.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Bung Naka. Next, Nanda Eka Rizky Nur Cahyani.
Yes, sir. So hi, sir. My name is Nanda Eka Rizky, but I go with Nanda. I was graduated from SMA Negeri 4 Jayapura, Papua, and I just got my bachelor degree in President University, majoring in International Relations, batch 2019, batch 19.
Okay. So what is your occupation now, Nanda?
Now I just become the marketing staff for SMA President, sir.
Marketing, sorry?
Marketing staff from marketing staff at SMA President.
SMA President. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you are under Pak Erwin now, ya? Pak Erwin Bram.
Yes, Pak Erwin and Pak Gunawan.
Okay. 21. Next page. Nasya,
Yes, sir.
Risa, Nabila. Okay. Okay,
My
Nasya.
my name is Nasya Charissa Nabila. You can call me Nasya. I graduate from SMA 1 Cikarang Pusat, and I just graduate from President University, major in communication. Right now, I work as HR support at PTNS Bluescope Plaisak Indonesia. I live in Cikarang.
Okay. So, who is your thesis supervisor?
I don't take thesis for my I take by Coursera. My supervisor is Raudi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Pak Raudi is head of the study program, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Nasya.
Thank you, sir.
Perina Amelia.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, my name is Perina Amelia, graduated from SMA 2 Mandau, Riau, and graduated from bachelor for the undergraduate in Presiden University in management, majoring in management, banking, and finance.
Okay.
Yes, currently working in the KIJA, Jababeka, as head of finance.
Jababeka
Yes, holding.
Holding Finance.
Yes.
Yeah. Also report to Pak Hadi.
No, I report directly to Pak Budianto Liman.
Oh, to the Dirut, yeah.
Yes, actually, there is one. My general manager Pak Tan Yudiarta.
Oke. Tan nih. Oke, SMA Negeri 2 Riau Mandau. Where is Mandau?
Ya, sorry, gimana, Sir?
SMA Negeri 2 Mandau.
Betul.
Oh, where
Yes.
is Mandau?
Mandau in Riau, Duri
Riau.
Riau. Yes.
Oh. Riau archipelago, Riau Kepulauan, or Riau
No.
Sumatera, part of Sumatera.
Part of Sumatera.
Oke. Oke, thank you, Perina.
Thank you, sir.
Pungki Eka Ratnasari.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Prof. Chairi, and good evening, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pungki Eka Ratnasari. I was attend my senior high school in SMAN 11 Bandung in 2012, and I continue my study in Presiden University, majoring communication in 2014 until 2018. Currently, I work at PT NK Indonesia. This is Japanese manufacturing company as HR leader. Currently, I live in Taman Sentosa, Cikarang.
Okay.
That's all I have. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Pungki, ya.
Yes, sir.
25. Wan Chengki.
Yes, I'm Chen Chengqi. You can call me Chen.
Sorry, Cheng.
Chen.
Chuan.
Yes, family name Chen.
Chuan. Which one your family name? Q.
Yes, Q-U-A-N.
U-A-N.
Yes.
Pronoun as Chuan. Chen.
Yes, Chen.
Chuan.
Yes.
Please correct me.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Chuan.
Yes. Difficult for pronounce. I'm just now already talking from Guangxi province. Actually, our city is in Liuzhou. Maybe just 1 hour from Nanning.
Okay.
For now, we're in Indonesia. Have already 4 years, and I live in Depot Cikarang, and our company stay in Delta Mas, Cikarang.
Okay.
Yes, and the company name is the PT Songs in PT Indonesia Songs automobile air conditioning. So our production is the air conditioning for automobile.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Chuan.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, next. Rita.
Hello, good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rita Purnamasari. You can call me Rita. I graduated from SMAN 1 Cariu Bogor for high school, and for my undergraduate degree, I graduated from Pelita Bangsa University, majoring in information technology. Currently, I'm starting a small business. Our business is namely PT Siensipa Technica, about trading of industrial CNC machine and spare part in Jababeka. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you must be a successful entrepreneur. Yeah, Rita.
Inshallah, thank you, sir. I'm sorry, sir, for signal not stable because I'm in hospital.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, 27. Ruth. Yus.
Yes, sir.
Nelly Nababan.
Yes, sir. So I came from small city, from Pematang Siantar, Sumatera Utara, if you know, sir. So I
Yeah,
graduated
yes, I
from,
know.
you know, sir? Pematang
Of
Siantar.
course.
Oh, yeah.
Pematang Siantar.
Yes.
Okay.
So I graduated from SMA Negeri 2 Pematang Siantar. Then my undergraduate degree from Electrical Engineering, Universitas Sumatera Utara. Now I'm working in a small Japanese company as business control manager, where I managing purchasing, sales, warehousing, and export import. Now I stay in Cikarang Selatan area, near to my company.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe because of the location, you choose President University, Ruth.
I want to learn actually, sir, because I think lately I become a bit stupid like that. So I think I need to learn more like that, sir. Because actually the title is no longer important for me because already in the top. So this is for study, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, sir.
Next, Fania Chandrajaya.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Okay, Fania.
Yeah. So my name is Fania Chandrajaya. I was graduated from BPK Penabur Senior High School in Bandung. And I just graduated also from President University, batch 2019, majoring international relation. And currently I work in marketing, President University, especially for PIC, Faculty of Medicine. If you are interested to join Faculty of Medicine, or your maybe your family want to join Faculty of Medicine, you can contact me. And also just today, Ma'am Jessie give me another responsibility for marketing for PUCC and canteen. So if you are interested to open your business or you want to conduct your event, you can directly contact me for rent the PUCC or auditorium. Okay, thank you.
Okay, IR is a big study program. Yeah. Fania, can you
Yes.
mention 5 lecturers from IR?
Sir Hikam, Sir Sigit,
Okay.
Sir Farid.
Farid. Okay.
Yeah, Sir Farid. Sir Koko or Rizky Baskoro.
Rizky Baskoro. Okay.
Yes. And Sir Anggara.
Anggara. Anggara is the big guy, Anggara.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Okay, so the top of mind is Pak Hikam.
Yes. IR for life.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you, Fania. Next, Yume. Where is Yume?
Hello, sir. Yu Wei.
Ah,
You
hello.
mean? Hello,
So
sir.
you a gentleman, yeah? Not a lady. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Wei. Sorry, not me, yeah. You Wei.
Yu Wei. Yu Wei. Hello, everyone. My name is Yu Wei. I come from China. Live in Tangerang, Serpong.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Tangerang Serpong. Yes.
Yes, Tangerang.
And then, where are you from?
China.
I mean, the name of the province.
Sichuan province.
Oh, Sichuan. Okay. Okay. You live in Tangerang area.
In Tangerang, Serpong. My company live in Tangerang.
Your company, okay. Where do you live now?
No, my company. No, I management.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We used to say in Indonesia, my company. Yeah. My company. It doesn't mean that you own the company. Yeah.
Yes.
I work for that company. Yeah. But we can say my company is.
Yes. I work for the company.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
How do I call you? Wei or Yi? Your name, please. Your name. Sorry, your name.
Yu Wei.
You or Yi?
Yu Nian. Yu Wei. My English name Kevin.
Your English name? Steve.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevan.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Kevin. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Yue is better. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Wei. Yeah. Okay. Last. Sorry. The last one, number 30. Chang Hua.
Yes. Good evening, sir. This is Zhang Hua.
Chang Hua. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I come from China also, and my hometown is the same with China, from Shandong province, and my bachelor degree from Shandong University, and I engaged in civil engineering.
Okay.
And now I work also in Indonesia. So the company was both now. It's already number one iron and steel group in the world. I live in Liberty Colorado. Sorry, sir, I'm on the business trip, so maybe the internet not good. I need to use VPN to download the Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Although the rest not so clear for me, but it's okay. Yeah. Chang. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So for Perina, and then all of you, yeah, work for Jababeka and its subsidiaries, yeah, including Dias. Yeah, you see, yeah, foreigners, yeah, prefer to live in Cikarang, Lipo Cikarang area, yeah. Yeah, Dias, yeah. Where is Dias?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it is interesting to find out, yeah.
Yes,
Why
we're trying my best. We're trying our best.
Yeah, Korea from China, yeah, prefer to live in Lipo Cikarang, not in Jawa Beka, yeah. Then maybe,
And it will be
yeah, you can develop, yeah, something, yeah, as your thesis, yeah, maybe, yeah, to, to let's say not to overcome, yeah, let's say to make foreigner, yeah, prefer to live in Jababeka, yeah, not in Lipo Cikarang, yeah. So now it's my turn, yeah, to introduce myself, yeah. Or you know already who I am?
A little bit, sir.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Fine, yeah. So what do you know about me?
Currently, the rector of President University for now, sir.
What else?
I think only that, sir. Maybe another can add some information.
Yeah, because nowadays, yeah, lecturer, yeah, or teachers, yeah, in general, yeah, they don't have to introduce themselves, yeah, because you don't know already who their teacher or lecturer, yeah, from social media, yeah, very easy, yeah, just googling, yeah, type the name, yeah, and then yeah, you will get complete information, yeah, about somebody, yeah. And also, yeah, for the lecturer, yeah, his or her research profile, yeah, teaching interest, and so on and so on. So any of you would like to add? What do you know about me, Perina?
You have two bachelor degrees, sir, from ISTN in as engineer and from University of Indonesia in economy, and you are also have a graduate program and doctoral program from University of Indonesia, sir.
Yeah, you got that information from the President University website, right?
From Kemendikbud, sir, actually.
Oh, from PDDikti?
Yes, sir. LLDikti, sir.
Oh, LLDikti. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Else? General information?
You are born. You was born in Binjai, sir.
Binjai.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. And then?
Your expertise is in marketing management, consumer behavior, and entrepreneurship, sir.
Okay, yeah. So that's why I know Pematang Siantar, yeah. Yeah. Pematang Siantar, not so far from my hometown, yeah. Okay, so it's me, yeah. Can you see this slide, yeah, without slideshow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are right. Yeah, I have 2 degrees, yeah, 2 undergraduate degrees. Yeah, the first one in civil engineering, yeah, and then the second one in management, yeah, or specifically marketing management. And then my graduate degree, master degree, I mean, yeah, in international management, yeah, not international relation, yeah, not IR, yeah, but IM, international management. Yeah, and then my doctoral degree, yeah, also in management, yeah, marketing management. Yeah, my research focus is in consumer behavior. Yeah. Yeah. Any question about me? So I'm the neighbor of Ajeng. Yeah, Ajeng.
Hello, sir. Really, we are neighbor. Where do you live, sir?
Yeah, yeah. Since 1980, yeah, I live in Jalan Joe. Yeah, do you know Jalan Joe?
I know. It's near my apartment.
Oh, so you live in Kebagusan City, maybe?
Bagusan City, yes.
Okay, okay, yeah. So Jalan Joe, yeah, Jalan not Ju, yeah, not Ju, but Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe is the name of somebody, yeah, somebody considered as a local hero, yeah, a long time ago, yeah, Ngkong Joe. Of course, I married, yeah, I have 3 children. Yeah, my wife is a professor, yeah, in psychology. Yeah, she works for Universitas Indonesia, yeah, Depok. So that's why I have to leave, not to move to Jababeka, yeah. Yeah, have to stay in Kebagusan area, yeah. It is not so far from Universitas Indonesia. Yeah. My eldest daughter, yeah, now she is pursuing her master degree, yeah, in Canada, yeah. Her major is psychology, yeah, her undergraduate major, and then now she's studying family science, yeah, at Alberta University, yeah, Alberta University in Edmonton, yeah. So Alberta is a province in Canada, yeah, and the capital is Edmonton. And then my second, yeah, children, yeah, graduated from Universitas Indonesia, yeah, Faculty of Engineering, yeah, Fakultas Teknik of Universitas Indonesia, yeah. His major is bioprocess, yeah, under Department of Chemical Engineering, yeah, Faculty of Engineering, yeah. Now he is preparing to go to Australia, yeah. He just got LPDP grant scholarship, yeah, a few days ago, yeah, and yeah, he is preparing, yeah, to join MELU, yeah, Melbourne University, yeah. He chooses supply chain management, yeah, supply chain management. And then the youngest one, yeah, my daughter, yeah, still in her undergraduate degree program, accounting, yeah, also at Universitas Indonesia, yeah. That's about my family background, yeah. So before joining Presiden University, yeah, I work for Universitas Tarumanegara, yeah. Maybe you know this university, yeah, Universitas Tarumanegara in Grogol area, yeah. And I was there, yeah, for more than 14 years, yeah, before moving to Jababeka, yeah, Jababeka area, yeah, Presiden University, yeah. I started my career as property management professional, yeah, for almost 10 years, yeah. The name of the company, yeah, PT Metro Supermarket Realty Tbk, also a public listed company, yeah, but not so big company, yeah. The business, yeah, is the line of business of this company at that time, plantation, but mainly in property business, That's about me, Pafai, maybe.
Thank you, sir.
More than enough, Ajeng, more than enough.
Can I ask a question, sir?
Of course,
I just curious, why you choose education field?
Yes. Maybe, a better question is, why don't you follow your wife? Graduated from university and then pursue career as a lecturer. At that time it is not possible because if as a household, one household consists of house and wife, and then the profession lecturer, then in Indonesia we call it dapurnya tidak bisa ngebul, how do you translate this expression into English? So that's why I joined property company as a professional after 10 years. At that time somebody invite me to teach at Universitas Tarumanegara. So that's why I switch my career from property company to education field, higher education. And then the second reasons, there is a good a good pattern, if a husband and then a wife together as a lecturer, but not from the beginning, because it was so difficult if we start career as a lecturer, but we have only a master degree, not doctoral degree, because the salary is different, Ajeng. So I have to consider financial aspect, Ajeng. That's the reason, But I have to let you know, Ajeng, I moved to Jakarta, when I was 5 years old, So my SD, SMP, and SMA, not in Medan, not in SMK Telkom Medan, So that's why, you see, my accent is not Medan accent, I can see properly computer, not computer, computer, because I grew up in Jakarta, so this is a Betawi accent, not Medan accent.
So you are not say kereta for motorbike.
No, kereta is what is this? Kereta, Kereta is
Kereta is
motor,
sepeda motor, sorry.
Sepeda motor is kereta, Here is kereta is and
is
also
train.
Sorry, train, and also for motorcycle, we do not call it Honda, because in Medan, we call it Honda, Honda.
Yes,
Honda is a motorcycle, because although it is good, so in marketing, we call it generic, become generic, So you see many marketer try to make their brand a generic, There is a good expression, but not successful, Di komik saja, the brand komik, di komik saja, Actually, it is not a product, Komik is a brand, So they insist, yeah, they would like, yeah, to make their brand is become generic, yeah. So we write Honda, not we write motorcycle, yeah, and then not we take, what is that? What kind of syrup? Yeah, but we take comic, yeah, di comic saja, yeah, or we drink aqua, yeah, but actually you have to say we drink mineral water, yeah, or just water, yeah, yeah. But because of that situation, yeah, good situation for the marketer, yeah, become a generic, then we say we drink aqua, yeah, you can see the effect, yeah, and then aqua, yeah, regardless, actually aqua is the first mover, yeah, in that business, yeah, we say, yeah, or we call, yeah, mineral water as aqua, yeah. Okay, Ajak, yeah, this is not marketing class, yeah, this is research methodology, yeah, but I'm happy to share, yeah, about marketing.
Actually, the questioner is Fania, sir, not Ajeng, sir.
Sorry, it is Fania.
Yes, Fania, sir, who
Yeah.
asking the question, sir.
Oh, Fania.
Yeah, before I
Oh,
asked about education field.
yeah. Sorry. So Fania, I was called by my boss, yeah, I have to respond, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, he will fire me. Okay, Fania, any other question or Ajeng?
Yeah, sir, I want to ask 2 questions. So the
Yes,
first
Ajeng.
question is,
Ajeng
do
is
you have,
speaking, right?
sorry?
Ajeng is speaking now, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, this is the correct Ajeng. Okay. So I have 2 questions. The first is there any suggestion if we want to be a lecturer, but our bachelor and then our master degree is not aligned, and then also the position of work also is not that aligned? That's first question. And the second question, sorry, sir, this is my friend asked me to ask you, is your son still single? Thank you, sir.
Yeah. They are all still single, yeah, available. Yeah, still available.
Tuh, guys.
Yeah, still available. Nowadays, yeah, a higher education institution will consider the latest degree, yeah, or the highest degree, yeah, your master degree or your doctorate degree, yeah. Several years ago, yeah, we call it, there should be a linearitas, yeah, so should be in the same field, yeah, your undergraduate degree and then your master and your doctorate degree, yeah. But that policy, protested, yeah, by many higher education institution, yeah, and then the new regulation, yeah, a higher education institution may consider only the highest degree, yeah. So if you have, let's say, doctorate degree in management, yeah, then yeah, you may teach management, yeah. Although your undergraduate degree, let's say in mechanical engineering, yeah, or environmental engineering, yeah, and other field, yeah. That's my answer, Ejo. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, this is our subject, yeah, research methodology, yeah, research methodology. And the required textbook is multivariate data analysis, yeah, edition from Hare and Friends, yeah, Hare and Friends, yeah, or newer, yeah, if it is available, yeah. And then the second one is Zygmunt, yeah, and Friends, yeah. The title is Business Research Method, yeah. You may use NIN edition, yeah, 2013, yeah, plus selected reading that I will provide for you. Yeah, this is the required textbook and selected, yeah, readings. Yeah, usually selected reading, yeah, journal paper, yeah, published by high-profile publisher, yeah, in the world. Yeah, this is our grading system, yeah. Midterm exam and final exam, yeah, equal. The proportion is 25%. And of course, there will be presentation, discussion, and assignment, yeah, 25%, yeah, as well. Yeah. Our weekly schedule, yeah. Now we are in second half, yeah, session number 8, yeah, until 14, yeah. The first half, yeah, already done, yeah, delivered by Pak Purwanto, yeah, Pak Purwanto, yeah. Session number 1 until number 7, yeah. Today is number 1, yeah, course introduction, yeah, and then we will discuss about quantitative research in general, yeah, overview of quantitative research. Next week, yeah, we will discuss about literature review, yeah, and then next about methods, yeah, methodology, yeah, followed by quantitative data analysis 1, 2, and 3, yeah, for 3 sessions or 3 weeks, yeah, and then the last or the last session, yeah, is for review, feedback, and tutorial, yeah. Okay, this is our weekly schedule. Any questions, yeah, about the weekly schedule, the required textbook, and so on? Pafai?
Yes, sir. Our schedule will always start at 6:30, sir.
Just for this week, because I'm still in my office. Yeah, next week, yeah, I prefer, yeah, to teach, yeah, at home. Yeah, maybe at 7 p.m. Yeah, around 7 p.m. Yeah, because it needs more or less 2 hours, yeah, from Cikarang to Lenteng Agung, Kebagusan area. Yes, Farida.
Sir, I just want to ask questions. Is there any tools or things that we need to prepare for your class? Because I see here that there is a tutorial session.
Oh, no. Yeah. I will show you, yeah, in brief, yeah, how to process the data.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Ruth.
Yes, sir. If later our thesis using quantitative method, is any software we can use in Presiden University, sir? Thank you, sir.
Qualitative or quantitative?
Quantitative, sir.
Quantitative. Yeah, you may contact the library. Yeah. Nowadays, yeah, we use PLS, yeah, SAM, yeah, or AMOS, yeah, or SPSS, yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah, the library, yeah, will provide, yeah, for you, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. No more question about the introduction, Pafai?
It's enough for now, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's start with the overview of quantitative research. Oh, this one. Okay, yeah. Can you see my slide, Fafai?
Yes, sir. It's okay, sir.
Okay, so introduction to quantitative research, yeah, not qualitative, yeah, quantitative, yeah. Okay, because this is Master of Management, yeah, not Master in Information Technology, yeah, Bung Fafai, yeah. So we are talking about business research. So what is business research? The application of scientific method in searching for the truth about business phenomena. Yeah, this is business research. And then what we do, yeah, a systematic design, collection, analysis, and reporting of data and findings, yeah, relevant to specific situation of a company. Yeah, you see the sequence, you see the activities, yeah. You have to design first, yeah, and then you collect the data, yeah, you analyze, yeah, and then you report, yeah, you write a report, yeah, and then present the findings, yeah, to the management, yeah. This is the stages, yeah, the stages. Yeah. So we have to start with defining research objective, yeah, and then followed by research design, sampling, data collection, data analysis, and conclusion and reporting. My question is why you have to start with research objective. Do you have any idea, Bung Fafai?
It is actually something new for me, sir.
Yeah, why we have to start with research objective?
Sir, can I answer?
Yeah, Ruth. Okay.
Yeah, yes, I think because we need to know later what data we need to take. So we decide the objective first. Then we can make a plan how to do this objective like that, sir.
Okay. What about you, Fania?
Yes. In my opinion, is for finding the writing that we want to make, the research we want to make is for what? Maybe it will be beneficial for some of the field or can change the people mind. So I think is it important to define a research objective first for see what we will do for the purpose for the writing paper itself. So.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Can I answer the question, sir?
Okay, Bung Fafai. Okay.
Okay, so why we are defining research objective in the first, because our research is to solve the problem. By knowing the problem, by know the objective, we can define what step would be taken to solve the problem itself, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, the objective. Yeah. And then we can develop step, yeah, to accomplish, or to achieve, that objective, And also, if you take a look, at a research paper, first take a look at the abstract. Usually, it starts with the aim of this research. The objective of this research, is to find out, is to investigate, and so on and so on. Because it is the guideline, become the guideline, for us, to develop what to do next. Next is we have to develop a research designs. Many type of research design, of course, And then the next step, we have to do a sampling. This is a quantitative, quantitative method. We do not do a survey. We do not do a census. This is a sampling, a survey. Related to that data connection. And then from limited data, we do an analysis, and then we come to a conclusion, something like that. Any question about this slide, or related to this slide? Okay, no. So there are three types of research approaches, quantitative, qualitative, and mixed. What is quantitative business research? A business research that addresses research objectives through empirical assessment that involve numerical measurement and analysis. So the keyword is numerical measurement. Qualitative business research, addresses business objective through techniques that allow researchers to provide elaborate interpretation of phenomena without depending on numerical measurement. So that's the difference between main difference between quantitative and qualitative. So again, based on the definition, or the meaning of quantitative versus qualitative. If we choose quantitative, then we are already well prepared with numerical aspect. Next, if we look at the purpose, usually, quantitative, the purpose is for predicting. Predicting. What about qualitative? The purpose is understanding a phenomenon. If only one, or phenomena if there are more than one. This is the comparison between qualitative and quantitative aspect. The first one is the purpose. In qualitative, our aim is to discover ideas. Used in exploratory research with general research objective. You see, if we compare with quantitative research, we do a hypothesis testing. Or we come out with specific research questions. So that's why, usually, if you read a quantitative research paper, you will find hypothesis. Hypothesis 1, hypothesis 2, or research questions. Research question 1, research question 2. Approach. In qualitative, we can do an observation, and interpretation. In quantitative, measuring and testing. Data collection approach, usually in qualitative, unstructured, free form. In quantitative, structure, response, categories provided. Usually we use a questionnaire. In qualitative, if we do an interview, of course, we have a guidelines. We have a bundle of questions, that we would like to ask our participant or respondent researcher independence in qualitative researcher is intimately involved result are subjective so you see usually quantitative research subjective because we interpret what our respondent say, for instance in quantitative researchers uninvolved observer result are objective because we base on what our respondent feel in our questionnaire next about the samples usually in qualitative research we use only small sample how many participant or respondent that we consider small Bung Fafai?
Under 10 maybe, sir.
Okay. I believe you learn a lot from Pak Purwanto about sampling in qualitative research. So actually in qualitative research as long as it is already we got already complete information then it is considered enough although the sample is only let's say 5 cases 5 participants and so on but in quantitative we have to involve large samples to produce generalizable result result that apply to other situations this is the essence of quantitative research although it is also depends on the technique the technique we apply for our research if we are talking about generalization generalization it is also related to how we take our sample if we are talking about generalization most often used in qualitative exploratory research designs but in quantitative descriptive and causal research design causal not casual it is different Fafai Bung Fafai casual is different causal
Causal.
Casual casual it is related to fashion maybe any question about this slide? Okay. Oh, sorry.
Sir, I want to ask something. Hello?
Yes.
Check. Sir, can you explain the differences between the thesis for the bachelor's degree and master degree? Since I think that, is there any difference of research approach towards that kind of bachelor's degree research and also the master degree?
Yeah, this is about quantitative research. Not qualitative Bung Albert the first one is the robust we call it robust and also how do we call it the research model the research model so usually in undergraduate degree if we propose a simple model it can be accepted by your supervisor you propose only a direct relationship between independent and dependent variable yeah, it is okay. Yeah, but for master degree, yeah, for me, yeah, myself, yeah, I prefer, yeah, there should be a mediator or moderator in your research model. Yeah. So there will be an indirect effect, yeah, of your independent variable, yeah, to your dependent variable. Yeah. So in short, yeah, the research model, yeah, is more complicated, yeah, for thesis, for master degree thesis, yeah, compared to for undergraduate degree thesis, yeah, or skripsi, yeah. Yeah, I will show you, yeah, next, yeah, about the research model.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. I prefer not to slideshow, yeah, because there will be a problem, yeah. Yeah, I cannot move my slide, yeah. Yeah, can you see?
Yes, sir.
Slide?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope this is not too small for you, yeah. So you see, yeah, the last part of this column, yeah, this is about most often used, yeah, exploratory research design, yeah, compared to descriptive and causal, yeah, research design, yeah. This is about 3 types of research design, yeah, classification of research designs, yeah, yeah. Left part, exploratory research design, usually used, yeah, in qualitative research, yeah. And then you see the right part, yeah, conclusive research design, yeah, consists of descriptive research design and causal. Yeah, in descriptive research, we have cross-sectional design and longitudinal design. So what is the difference between a cross-sectional design? It is about sampling. Yeah. If we take our data, yeah, sorry. Yeah, only let's say now, yeah, in one period of time, yeah, then actually we do a cross-sectional design. Longitudinal design, for instance, yeah, we observe for 1 year, for 2 years, or 3 years. Yeah, usually used in financial field. Yeah, we observe the movement of stock. Yeah, in Bursa Efek Indonesia, yeah, Indonesian stock. Yeah, for 1 year, yeah, for a specific stock, yeah, for instance, yeah, like that. Yeah, this is longitudinal design. Yeah, but usually in marketing field, yeah, we choose cross-sectional design. Yeah, we take the data, yeah, in a short period, yeah, let's say in 1 week, yeah, and we do not observe the movement, yeah, of phenomena, yeah, from day 1 to day 2, day 3, and so on and so on. Yeah, if we observe the movement of a data from time to time, it is longitudinal design. Yeah. And then in cross-sectional design, yeah, it could be single cross-sectional design or multiple cross-sectional design. Yeah. Refer to the name, yeah, of course, single only one time, multiple, yeah, you do several times. Yeah. So this is about the classification of research design. Any questions about this slide or related to this slide? Okay, no questions. Yeah. Okay, this slide, yeah, this slide about, yeah, the difference, yeah, among exploratory, descriptive, and causal research. Yeah. Number 1, yeah, amount of uncertainty characterizing decision situation. Yeah, in exploratory, highly ambiguous because of subjective, yeah, subjective concern, yeah, in exploratory research. Yeah, in descriptive, yeah, partially defined. In causal, clearly defined. Next, key research statement. Yeah, usually in exploratory, the form is research question. Descriptive also research question, but in causal, usually research hypothesis. Hypothesis number one, the effect of something toward or on another thing. Next, when conducted in exploratory, early state of decision making. In descriptive, later stages of decision making. Also in causal, later stages of decision making. I'm sorry, I have to back to a previous slide. I haven't explained about mixed method. Sorry, I have to back to this slide. So we can combine, quantitative and qualitative. But of course, you can choose only one method or approach. Only quantitative. If we use mixed method, it means that we have two approach or two method. We can start with quantitative, and then we do a qualitative method. In this case, we process our data, and then we analyze our data using quantitative methods. And then in the last stage of our research, we do an interview to reconfirm our finding, something like that. Or we can start with qualitative first. We do an observation, we do an interview, and then we empirically test the phenomena using quantitative method. So there is both quantitative and qualitative in one research. This is a mixed method. Okay, next about a usual research approach. In exploratory, unstructured. But in descriptive, it is a structure. A structured research approach. In causal, highly structured. We will find next that causal research is the highest. The highest rank in research design. We can find out the cause and effect. The cause and effect. But not in descriptive and exploratory research. Examples for exploratory. Our sales are declining for no apparent reasons. This is phenomena, or example in exploratory research. What about in descriptive? What kind of people patronize our stores compared to our primary competitor? You see here we do a comparison, between two shopping center, for instance. Causal research, will consumer buy more product in a blue package, a blue color product, in this kind of shape product, and so on and so on. So there is a nuance, the effect of something on another thing. Nature of results, in exploratory research, discovery oriented, productive, but still speculative, often in need of further research. So we try to find the phenomena first, and then we, as I have said, empirically test using quantitative research approach. In descriptive, can be confirmatory, although more research is sometimes still needed. Result can be managerially actionable. What about in causal, not casual, causal research, confirmatory oriented, very conclusive with managerially actionable result often obtained. So you will find in quantitative research, there is a section called managerial implication. Managerial implication. And now we come to identifying component of quantitative research paper. Yeah. Managerial implication, usually in the last part of a research paper report. Yeah. This is only an example. Yeah. Paper, yeah, published by a journal named Transportation Research Part F, yeah, Traffic Psychology and Behavior, yeah. The title is Surrendering Personal Control to Automation, yeah, appealing, yeah. So you have to know the difference between paper and journal, yeah. So the name of the journal is Transportation Research Part F, yeah, but this is a paper. The title of the paper is Surrendering Personal Control to Automation. Yeah. Elsevier is the publisher. Yeah. So don't say I read a journal. Yeah. I read a paper from this journal or that journal. Yeah. But you may say paper, yeah, a journal paper, yeah, or paper from a journal. Yeah. So what are the components? Yeah, usually, yeah, the structure is like this. Yeah, there is an introduction. Yeah, and then introduction usually in chapter 1. Yeah, although in a paper, usually there is no section written as a chapter, but only introduction. And then next is the theory, or calculation, a result, and then discussion, and then the last part is conclusion. In conclusion, it could be a managerial implication, or theoretical implication, or contribution, something like that. You can access this paper, again, this paper, from this website, sciencedirect.com. If you have no access, you may contact me. I will send you through WhatsApp group, this paper. This is another example of my paper, of course. The first one, this one is published by Elsevier, or Science Direct. Again, the name of the journal is Transportation Research Part F. You see the title of the paper. Next, in the left is a paper. The title is Waste Not, selling near expired bread in Indonesia. The publisher is Springer. What is the name of the journal, Bung Fafai? The name of the journal?
Springer, sir.
Springer is the publisher. Actually, the journal is equal to magazine, scientific magazine, academic magazine. The title is Waste Not, selling expired bread Indonesia. This is the title of the paper. So you read this paper. What is the title of this paper? Waste Not, selling near expired bread Indonesia. So who is the publisher? Springer.com. What is the name of the journal?
International Review on Public and Non-Profit Marketing, sir?
Yeah, that's the name of the journal. IRPN. International Review, on Public and Non-Profit Marketing. So who are the authors? There are 4 authors here.
Yes, sir. Prof. Cherry, Chandra Raharja, Jengi Sahrifal, and Mahyus Ekananda, sir.
Yeah, what is the title? The title of the paper.
In my opinion, the title is the exploration role of Sharia compliance in technology, acceptance model for e-banking in, to be specific case, Islamic Bank in Indonesia.
Yeah, and then the authors.
The authors, Hardis Usman and Nukwidiwati Kusumo Projo, Hairi, and Marisa Grace.
You know who is this lady?
Marisa, I know her, sir, because actually she is also know me, sir.
Oh, your auntie?
No, sir, Mbak Ica, but I already have contacted her maybe in last 7 years, maybe, sir.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she is an artist, yeah, Marisa Haq, yeah. But if we come from different cohort, yeah, we don't know this name, yeah, yeah. Especially for Gen Z, yeah, Gen Z, yeah, generation, yeah.
Yes,
So,
I don't know her, sir.
Yeah. What about the publisher?
Emerald, sir.
Emerald, yeah, Emerald. Okay, yeah, the publisher is Emerald. What about this? I show you different publisher, yeah. So you see, yeah, this one, yeah, published by Sage, yeah, and then the name of the journal is Sage Open, yeah. The title of the paper, yeah, COVID-19 induced hoarding intention among the educated segment in Indonesia, yeah. You see the authors, yeah, Mr. Janghish Syahrifar, yeah, Genoveva, Hairi, and Siska Purnama Manurung, yeah. Yeah, they are all, yeah, President University lecturers, yeah. And then the last one you see here, yeah, published by Taylor and Francis. Yeah, the title is "You Reap What You Sow." Yeah, the role of karma in green purchase. What is the name of the journal?
You reap what you sow. The role of karma in green purchase.
That's the title.
Cogent Business and Management.
Business and Management.
Yeah, that's the name of the journal.
Business and Management.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The author is Hairi and Janghish Syahrifar. Yeah. Now, yeah, I believe, yeah, you can differentiate between journal and paper. Yeah. So if you say I read a journal, it means that you read a magazine. Yeah. Inside that magazine, there are many papers. So inside the journal, there are many papers. Yeah, written of this author, that author, and so on and so on. Yeah. And I show you, yeah, different high profile publisher in the world. Yeah. So actually there are only 6 high profile publisher in the world. Yeah. You see here Elsevier, yeah, or Science Direct, and then Springer, yeah, Emerald, yeah, Sage, yeah, Taylor and Francis, yeah. The other one is Wiley, yeah, you know, book publisher John Wiley and Son, yeah, also publish research paper, yeah, Wiley online, yeah, Wiley online, yeah. So my suggestion for you, yeah, if you would like, yeah, to have quantitative research for your thesis, yeah, please refer only to paper published by this high profile publisher. Yeah, do not from I'm sorry, I have to say, yeah, Indian publisher, yeah, Pakistan, yeah, or Bangladesh, yeah, because now, yeah, there are many predatory publishers, yeah, that produce predator, yeah, paper, yeah, not a good quality paper, yeah. So again, yeah, a paper published by Sage, by Elsevier, by Emerald, yeah, by Springer, yeah, by Taylor and Francis, yeah, must be a good paper, yeah. And the last one, the last slide, yeah, this is a guideline for you, yeah, to write a research proposal, yeah, because your final exam, yeah, will be, yeah, in the form of research proposal. What about the content? Yeah, there are 3 parts, yeah, in your research proposal, yeah, in the introduction, the literature review, and then methodology, yeah, but you should provide also references, yeah, no research finding, yeah, because this is only proposal, yeah, only proposal, yeah. So the last chapter is methodology, yeah. In introduction, yeah, there should be background, yeah, problem statement, yeah, research question, research objective, significance of study, limitation if any, yeah, and then how you organize, yeah, your paper, yeah, your proposal, yeah. Chapter 1, yeah, consists of this and that and so on, yeah. And then in chapter 2, yeah, literature review, yeah, review of literature on each variable, your independent variable, yeah. Of course, yeah, your independent variable, yeah, ideally more than 1, yeah. And then let's say there is a mediator or there is a moderator. What about your dependent variable? 1 is enough, yeah. Dependent variable, yeah, dependent variable, yeah. But for independent variable, yeah, ideally more than 1. And then, yeah, methodology. Yeah, this is the last chapter for your research proposal. Inside your methodology section, yeah, there are research framework. Yeah, of course, based on research gap, hypothesis, operational definition, usually in the form of column. Yeah, research design, yeah, sampling plan, and data analysis plan. How you analyze your data. Yeah, you may say I will use SPSS version 24, 20 something, yeah, or I will use PLS structural equation model, yeah, or I will use AMOS, yeah, software, yeah, and so on and so on. Yeah, again, yeah, you should add references, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's all for related to the slides, yeah, I have shown, yeah, to all of you. Any question, Bung Fafai? So you may prepare, yeah, from today, yeah. What are you going to write, yeah, for your research proposal? Yeah.
So,
the easiest way, of course, Bung Papa, yeah, just read journals, yeah, paper, yeah, and then yeah, try to ATM. What is ATM?
Amati tiru modifikasi, sir.
Yeah, you may modify the research model, yeah, by adding one independent variable, by adding let's say a mediator, yeah, or moderator, yeah. Okay, Bung Farida. Sorry, Miss Farida.
okay, sir. Sir, I just want to ask for the reference. Should we use the reference for the latest, for example, 5 years or how many years, sir? Because when I do my thesis in bachelor degree, Sir Suresh just allow me to use reference for the latest is 5 years from my year on conducting my research.
Yeah, I think it depends. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, for your main reference, yeah, I prefer the last 2 or 3 years, the main reference. Yeah, but if let's say I find, yeah, a 20 years old reference, yeah, in your references section, it is okay. But again, yeah, your main references, yeah, should be the last 3 years, yeah, the last 3 years paper, yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you, sir.
Any other question from other participant?
Irwan raise hand, sir.
Yes, Bung Irwan.
Yes, sir. I want to ask, how about if our research very new and unique, and we can find the previous research, sir?
What do you mean by that? Very new.
Yes. For example, in our last midterm with Pak Pur, we have research about food waste, and we very complicated, very hard to find the previous research, sir.
Food waste. I think many references, many papers, yeah, related to food waste. Yeah, just type food waste. Yeah,
because sir, our novelty is the food waste utilizing for the fish feed or animal feed, and we can find the same research, sir. We cannot find
food waste.
But actually, this is happen, sir. This is happen, and we have the small medium enterprise that doing it.
Okay. Yeah, I know the problem. Yeah. So yeah, in my experience, yeah, if we would like to have a good paper, yeah, and easy to produce, yeah, or to write paper, yeah, do not start from the problem. Yeah. Number one, yeah, what we have to do, number one, yeah. Try to know your interest, your own interest. Yeah, let's say you have, yeah, an interest in food waste. Yeah, and then try to read as many as possible, yeah, papers about food waste. Yeah, so you see, do not start from yourself, but start from reading. Yeah, reading many papers, yeah, about food waste. Yeah, and then try to find the research gap. Yeah, let's say, for instance, yeah, you find a phenomenon, yeah, that is, let's say, under research, yeah, or not investigated yet by other researchers. And then you try to propose, yeah, your research question, your hypothesis, based on the previous research, yeah, published by those journal, based on previous research done by high-profile researcher in the world, for instance. Yeah. So for me, it is dangerous if you start from let's say something like what you have said. Yeah. For UMKM, yeah, small and medium enterprises, yeah, it is good for them, yeah, let's say to produce dog food, yeah, for instance, from food waste and so on and so on. Yeah, this is not for a research paper, but for business proposal is okay. Yeah, for marketing strategy, yeah, or strategic management, it is okay. So you develop a marketing strategy, yeah, for this product, yeah. Or you are talking about business plan, how to produce, yeah, a dog food, yeah, from this product, yeah, from this side product, yeah, from this waste, yeah. But then, yeah, it will be a problem, yeah, if you would like to investigate the effect of one thing on another thing. So it is different, yeah, different field, yeah. That's my answer, yeah.
Okay, so clear, very clear, sir.
Yeah. So again, yeah, my suggestion, yeah, for those, yeah, who would like to write or develop, yeah, a paper, yeah, and then wish to publish in international journal, yeah, a quantitative method paper, yeah. The easiest way is start by reading research paper, yeah, that related to your interest, yeah, whether it is about food waste, it is about consumer engagement, yeah, it is about green consumption, yeah. What else? It is about yeah, other aspect, yeah, other field, other aspect, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this is your second or first semester, Bung Fafai?
First semester, sir.
First semester.
Yes, sir.
So when all of you, yeah, have to propose a research proposal?
Latest on February, sir.
Next year, yeah?
Yes.
Next semester.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in general, yeah, there are three types. Yeah. Of course, the first one is a research paper. Yeah. Like I show you tonight. Yeah. A paper published by a high-profile publisher. Yeah. And then the second one, yeah, you may propose a business plan. Yeah, a business plan. The third one, yeah, you may propose a operational strategy, marketing strategy for a certain product. Yeah. If you propose a business plan, yeah, then yeah, it must be something unique. Something unique. This is something unique. Yeah. I will produce a unique product. Yeah, a product not yet sold by other marketer, for instance. Yeah, and then this is my business plan. Yeah, business proposal. Or yeah, like Fania, yeah, you have already the product, and then you try to develop a marketing strategy. Yeah. Let's say the title is Developing Marketing Strategy of President University, yeah, to achieve blah 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 and so on. Higher market share, higher revenue, and so on and so on. So this is about a strategy, yeah, not about a business plan. Yeah, business plan must be related to something new. Common product is okay, yeah. Mixed vegetable is okay, yeah. You know mixed vegetable, gado-gado. Yeah, you propose a gado-gado, but it is a unique gado-gado. Gado-gado boplok, yeah. When gado-gado oplok not exist yet at that time, yeah, you may propose, yeah, a business plan. What is your product? Gado-gado, mixed vegetable. Yeah, something. Yeah, I hope it is clear for you. Yeah, Bung Fafai and friends. Yeah, be prepared from the beginning. Yeah, which one? Yeah, you prefer. Yeah, for your proposal. Yeah, and then for your thesis. Yeah, in this master program. Any other question?
One more question, sir. Ruth speaking, sir.
Yes, Ruth.
Yes. About the concentration we will choose on the next semester, sir. is our thesis should be synchron with our concentration, or we can choose separate. Example, I choose financial, but my thesis is about global operation. It is okay, sir?
I don't think so. Why?
So, because actually I want to take global operation management, but I want to make my thesis about marketing in my company, sir.
I suggest you to consult Pak Anton Wahidin. Yeah. A normal procedure, normal procedure. If you take marketing concentration, it means that, you have interest in studying marketing, and then you will finish your study by proposing something related to marketing, whether it is a business plan, or you would like to investigate, about marketing metrics, marketing metrics, not matrix, metrics, not financial metric, marketing metrics. What is marketing metrics? Customer satisfaction, customer loyalty, and so on.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Last questions.
Very clear, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Bung Fafai and friends, that's all for tonight. See you
next Thursday.
Thank you, sir.
You are in a Wednesday or Thursday class?
Thursday, sir. So in 17, maybe, in 16, maybe, sir.
I have to travel to Pekanbaru next week.
Yes.
From 15 to 17. I'm very
Alhamdulillah, minggu depan.
I'm not a good lecturer. Because we are preparing to open a branch, Presiden University branch in Pekanbaru, for 5 study program, information technology, information system, management, accounting, and business administration, in Kota Pekanbaru, and there will be a site visit, from the government, next week, so I have to be there, so there will be no class. I'm very sorry, next week, there will be many makeup class. I will let you know, via WhatsApp group, about next week, if it is possible, I will ask Ibu Jessie, to move all of her class, to next week, if it is possible, but I'm not sure. Okay, good night.
Okay,
See
sir.
you, next week maybe. Okay, night. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Pak Fafai, nanya dong Pak Fafai.